This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside. The following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
Hi, I'm CJ Demento, host of Oceanside Spectrum, here on KOCT, the voice of North County. We have some great people here this month of February, and I look forward to sharing each of them with you. First, we have Linda Simpkins-Berry and Tiffany Boyd-Hodgson here with the North County African American Women's Association, sharing about their upcoming conference. Gerald Hampton is here to help us recognize February as Black History Month and tell us about the NAACP's Youth Council Celebration event. And the Oceanside International Film Festival's Lou Niles and Carly Star Brulo Niles are here to talk about February's biggest festival. And Rochelle Gordon, owner of Bliss Tea and Treats, and Christy Hawthorne with the Oceanside Historical Society are here to share about their Black History Month program. So stay tuned because Oceanside Spectrum starts now. All right, the North County African American Women's Association is here. We have Linda Simpkins-Berry, president of NCAAWA, and Tiffany Boyd-Hodgson, NCAAWA Women's Conference Marketing Committee member. And they're here to talk about their upcoming conference and all the amazing things that they do in the community.
Thank you so much
You're
for us being here today.
I'm happy you're here.
Thank you.
Yes, tell us about NCAAWA.
Surely.
Yeah.
So North County African American Women's Association was founded by 11 bright women. And what we do in the community is this particular conference, it caters to women and girls within North County. We help with education, self-awareness, life skills, and to have a sense of self. And we also have mentoring programs and other things that we do.
You do so much in the community. So tell us, Tiffany, a little bit more about the conference that's coming up, the joyous conference that you're going to be having.
And I'm happy to play this supportive role as helping out with the marketing. But the conference is Sisters Soaring Joyously. That's the theme this year. It is taking place on March the 11th at the Westin in Carlsbad, and it's going to be a day of workshops and fellowship and self-care and joy, and I'm just so excited to be a part of it, and I know it's going to be fabulous.
Absolutely. How did you get involved with the project?
So I first heard about NACAWA with the Gentleman's Gourmet, and one of the great things about the organization is that they offer scholarships that follow young women throughout their tenure in school. As long as they're going to school, they're getting these scholarships, and the Gentleman's Gourmet is an event that helps raise that money. That's how I first heard about the organization.
Absolutely, and that was a very, very popular event
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
A big success.
Thank you.
But you do a lot of other work too and programs.
We
That's
do.
really a fundraiser that you hold to do the other work that you do.
It is, it
Yeah.
is. So the other work that we do is our mentoring programs. And we have 2 mentoring programs. We have Becoming a Global Citizen, and we have Global Ambassadors. And these are our Global Ambassadors. It's a leadership program for young women looking for leadership into the community. We want to always give back. And Becoming a Global Citizen is all about taking care of yourself, teenage years, going through school, making good friends. And these programs are supported by community members like yourself, people in the community. And we're so grateful for the work and the commitment that everyone puts forth for us to be able to do these programs, because if it wasn't for anybody in the community, if all of our supporters, we wouldn't be able to do this. So we're also very supportive of that.
Yeah, so you're doing the conference to help people with their self-care and self-actualization as well.
Yeah, so this conference is, it meets our mission statement. It's part of our mission statement for life skills. And it's something that we do. We do it biannually. Thank goodness now we're able to meet in person.
Absolutely.
And it's a way for us to give back to Oceanside for all the things that they have given us.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
So how can people get involved with the conference? How can they learn more about attending it? Because I'm interested. I'm ready to go.
So tickets are available now, and they are selling. You can go to the North County African American Women's Association website, and you can click on a link and buy tickets. If you are a student and you want to attend, and maybe the admission price is a little bit out of reach for you, there are tickets available from generous donors who are sponsoring tickets. And if you would like to sponsor a ticket for a student, you can do that at the same time that you buy tickets. We're also looking for vendors for the day, and the tickets are on sale now. You can get them while they're hot.
Okay, fabulous. And other ways that people can support NCAAWA?
Oh, we're always looking for people to support. It's just not funds, it's the heart of the community that supports us. And thank you for I want to give a shout out to the library and the Museum of Art and putting on and working together in collaboration with us for doing we're getting ready to do a Black History event. And that will be February 26th. So it's community partnerships that make this organization work.
Absolutely, we're all working together. Wonderful. Can't wait for your conference.
Thank you so much.
So nice to have both of you here.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
We appreciate that.
And we'll be right back with our next guest.
What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be unveiling the Love the O sculpture by Randall Art Ranch here in the harbor. Are we ready? Can you help me count down? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love the O! This project was about heart and really started with the heart of Ted Chiffone because it's taken 2.5 years to make this happen. So Ted, thank you so much for making this happen every step of the way.
Harbor staff brought the project to the City Council last January, and they were happy to get behind this project. After it was approved, Harbor staff got busy raising the funds to pay for the sculpture. The original donors each paid $1,000 and got a special red lock, and it paid for the entire sculpture. It's a win-win for the whole community.
The Arts Commission supports and encourages public art in the city of Oceanside, and this is another amazing example of community public art. It's a beautiful sculpture that really highlights the lovely scenery here in downtown Oceanside.
Ted approached us after seeing our love locks in downtown Vista, and he wanted something similar for Oceanside Harbor. This particular sculpture was especially important to my husband, Rick Randall, because he was born in Oceanside. Oceanside always held a special place in his heart, and unfortunately my husband passed away 4 months ago mid-process of this particular piece of art, and thanks to my stepson and some friends, we managed to get it completed on time.
My name's Eric Nogel. I just proposed to my beautiful now fiance, and we're glad to announce we're engaged.
He asked me to hang the lock on the sculpture, and I turned the lock around and it said, "Will you marry me?" It was very romantic.
I think it has long-lasting impacts. I mean, I think people are going to come back years later showing their children and grandchildren the locks that they put on and commemorating their love and their memories in Oceanside.
Welcome back. Gerald Hampton is here, and he's with the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or NAACP. And Gerald is in the house. I'm so happy that you're here.
Hi, CJ. It's always a pleasure to have an opportunity to sit down and chat with you.
Yeah, it really is. I know that you have a lot to share.
Yes.
You have a lot about the history of the NAACP here in Oceanside, and I want you to tell us.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's start with the history or Oceanside, because as most hopefully are aware, February is Black History Month. And while it is a national celebration and national recognition, I like to keep things, as they say, local. Yeah. And so here in Oceanside, folks may not know or understand the history of the African Americans and the Black history of Oceanside. And what I would simply say there, kind of as a little teaser, for KOCT, I happened to stumble on a treasure trove of historical footage that they have, and I'm sure that they will be viewing and sharing throughout the month of February.
Amazing.
So it speaks to a lot of the founding African-American founders here in Oceanside, some of the legendary and historical families.
Yeah.
I won't name them because I'm smart enough not to get myself in trouble, because if I start doing that, I'll miss someone and they'll let me know about it. But a lot of them are still around, and it's just a very interesting history. So that's one of the things I just wanted to make people aware. Tune into KOCT, look at that historical footage, because it is eye-opening to understand that some of the folks that may be your neighbors are related or even part of the history as it relates to the African Americans within this community.
Absolutely, thank you. So also along the lines of Black history, the Montford Point Marines.
Yes.
An organization that's really near and dear to you.
Yes.
But some people might not know about the history of the Montford Point Marines.
Right,
so
right.
please share that with us.
Okay.
If you would.
Well, this time around I didn't wear my uniform today because I'm talking about a plethora of topics.
Right.
But actually I am currently the president of the Montford Point Marine Association Chapter 44, which is here in Oceanside. And our particular chapter is one of the newest chapters within the national organization, the National Montford Point Marine Association. But real quickly, the Montford Point Marines were the first African Americans to enter the Marine Corps. And a lot of people, I often ask, have you ever heard of Tuskegee Airmen? Of course, people know them. Then I ask, well, have you ever heard of the Montford Point Marines? And they haven't heard so much about them. The stories are kind of similar in a parallel. Tuskegee Airmen was the old Army Air Corps. Once again, the Montford Point Marines are the Marine Corps. What gave the Tuskegee Airmen, in my opinion, notoriety was a blockbuster Hollywood movie called Red Tails. And so part of the mission of our organization is to share the history and the legacy of the Montford Point Marines. In 2012, they were awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, which is the highest award that Congress can bestow upon a civilian. So they were awarded that, which kind of gave them some notoriety. And we are working on our blockbuster movie to be coming out sometime, hopefully in the near future. The title will, as I understand it, be called Black Boots.
Wow.
So yeah, that's something that we're working on, and hopefully that will help give that the legacy. And I would also say that here, once again, keeping it local, Oceanside, because we have such a close proximity to, of course, the Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we no longer have any of the original Montford Pointers that are alive, but we had a number of original Montford Pointers that resided here in Oceanside in the surrounding North County area.
Not surprising. Not surprising.
Yes.
So I also want you to tell us about the North San Diego Youth Council.
Yes.
They have an important event that's happening very soon.
Right. Yeah, so I serve on the executive committee for the North San Diego County, as you said, NAACP branch 1086, which is once again here in North County. We do a lot of our heavy work here in the Oceanside area. As kind of a mentoring component, we have what we call a NAACP Youth Council, and that organization parallels what we do as the adult organization. And so here in the month of February, they're going to be putting on February 4th, their 4th annual Black History Month celebration. And they do a phenomenal job. And so I just wanted to definitely mention that, to get it out, invite folks to come out. They'll have a great time. I've been very impressed with the level of professionalism and just the variety that the youth put on. So it's a great event, and once again, another opportunity to learn a little bit about the African American culture.
Amazing. So how do people find out more about that event?
Yes.
You're involved in so much. How can people find out more?
Probably the easiest way to do that would be to go to the North San Diego County NACP's website, which is simply www.nsdcnacp.org. And they should have information there. They should also have it on their YouTube, or not YouTube, but Facebook page. And I believe they also have links to the Youth Council's page as well that will have information with regards to the event and also how to get tickets.
Great. And tune into KOCT for the entire month of February for those amazing Black History videos.
It's going to be a great month, a lot of exciting stuff.
All right.
You know, I'm excited about it.
Thank you so much, Gerald.
Thank you, CJ. Like I said, always a pleasure. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. So hang in there. We will be right back with our third guest. Lou Niles, Executive Director, and Carly Starr, Brulo Niles, Co-Programming and Creative Director of the Oceanside International Film Festival, are here to talk about film. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, very excited.
Happy to have you here. Excited that you're going to share about the very important OIFF, a film festival that's huge on the film circuit, a big deal in Oceanside. Tell us about it.
Yes, well, our 12th running we'll be having in February, February 21st through 25th. It's a Tuesday night through Saturday night with all kinds of great films from all around the world. We're very excited to be presenting.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit about the films, Carly. What might we expect?
Well, it's awesome to receive films as an international film festival.
Absolutely.
Because you get to see the state of the world. And usually when you're a filmmaker, sometimes you have a lot of reflection. So this year's reflection and anticipation has been focused mainly around mental health and self-discovery. And many of our films are outdoors. Many of our films are documentary. So Sterling Anno is the co-programmer along with me. And we sift through hundreds of films that we've been receiving all over the world. And it's been a wonderful thing to see after the pandemic what people have come out with their own self-discovery. So I think the films this year in 2023 really reflect what we have going on.
Yeah, a really insightful take on where we're
at
as a community. Wow.
Yeah. And opening night is a whole different ball game, isn't it, Lou?
Yeah.
Tell us, what's
so we're
opening
really
night?
excited about opening night, which will be Tuesday, February 21st. We are presenting the world premiere of a film called I Am All Right, directed by Krista Linney. It features the silent comedy, an extremely popular and legendary local band from San Diego that was rising to stardom and then poof, kind of disappeared. And really didn't have any explanation. So this film is going to explain what happened. There was some, mental wellness issues happened, and they had to take some time off. And so we're fortunate to be able to present that film. The band will be present along with the director, and then the band will do a Q&A after the film and perform a few songs semi-acoustic as they get ready to kick off their new tour coming this spring.
Wow, what an amazing event. So partnering film with music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
That's what's unique about the festival is every year we usually have interesting events, And with Lou's background in music, it's always taken a fun turn, So this year is exciting. It goes well with Fat Tuesday. So we think that people can come to the Brooks and experience that. And then on Wednesday, we have short blocks. Many local filmmakers on this one. It's kind of fun and exciting. We have a couple from Oceanside, and then we have Publish or Perish, which is a feature film from LA, and the director and a few actors are coming down, and they've just got international distribution, and it's their world premiere. And Thursday, we're pretty excited. There's a feature doc called The Mirage with super runner Timothy Olsen. So hopefully the Turkey Trot people, we've been talking to a lot of local running groups. He's a world famous runner, and it's a beautiful documentary, and we're kind of excited. He may be attending the festival as well.
A lot of different types of films that people can experience.
Yeah.
So how do we buy tickets? How do we get involved?
OSIDefilm.org is the place to go. For all the tickets, we've got separate tickets for a couple special events. The opening night is a separate ticket. We're doing a premiere of a big feature film called Big Wave Guardians. It's about the Hawaiian Water Patrol and lifeguards in Hawaii in the really dangerous surf and waves and ocean out there. So we're really excited to present that. The Surf Museum will do a little pre-reception for that on Friday night. And then we have a special one-on-one and the award ceremony on Saturday night. But you can buy tickets for each day and go see all the blocks that day, or buy the all block festival pass, which allows you to go to all the blocks on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
All right, so people can go ahead and buy their tickets, participate. Really a film for everyone with this event, right?
It's true. If you go to our website, all the films are listed with their thesis and their log line, and it's pretty nicely laid out. And all over town, you'll start seeing the posters of the schedule for the week.
Amazing. Such an amazing event for Oceanside. We're so grateful to have the film festival and to have you two at the helm.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Yeah. So it takes a team.
Yes. We'll be right back with our final guest.
Hi, I'm Christy Hawthorne. I'm the director of the Oceanside Historical Society. Welcome to the Bunker House. We're sitting at the Bunker House at 322 North Cleveland Street. The Bunker House is one of the oldest buildings in downtown Oceanside. Named for its original owner, Theodore Bunker came with his family from Los Angeles, and his meat market was next door. This two-story building was used as a boarding house, storefront, and meeting place. It was also used for church meetings and other types of civic meetings. By the 1930s, its accommodations did not meet modern standards, and its clientele then was less than desirable. In the 1940s, it was renamed the American Hotel, and it gained a seedy reputation and the attention of local police with arrests for prostitution. Eventually purchased by Ralph Rogers, it was renamed the Travelers Hotel. Rogers had a phonograph store and continued to rent it out as a boarding house. However, in 1976, Rogers was found murdered, stabbed to death here in this building. The building was vacated, boarded up, and it looked like it was the end for the Bunker House. The building was such a past, might have been torn down, but it was beautifully restored in the 1980s. Today, the Bunker House is a charming historic spot in downtown Oceanside and is worth a visit. For more information about this building and others, please visit our website at oceansidehistoricalsociety.org. We're located at 305 North Nevada Street. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We also want to thank our sponsor, Main Street Oceanside.
Welcome back. We have two more exciting people you need to know here in Oceanside. Rochelle Gordon, business owner of Bliss Tea and Treats, and Christy Hawthorne, director of the Oceanside Historical Society. They're here because they have an event coming up that will honor 140 years of Black history in Oceanside.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy to have you here.
Happy to be here.
So tell us how the event came about, would you? How did you get the idea to have an event?
It was really an interesting process because I started emailing Christy questions. I was like, can you tell me, about tea rooms in Oceanside, and can you tell me about other Black businesses? And there wasn't a lot of information there. So we decided, okay, well, let's figure out how we can build the database so that there's more information. So we had a couple meetings, and then we realized, wow, when we get this information, what are we going to do with it? So then that's how the idea of this show came about. So it really was kind of a brainchild of us wanting to just get more data on the history and building the Historical Society, because I think what a lot of people don't realize is that the data's not there is because we're not feeding the Historical Society the information. So it's really our responsibility to gather that data and provide it for Christy, even though she's an amazing historian and she really goes out there and looks for information. Having that data available to her really allows her to be able to do a lot more with it. So I'm just so excited that we've been able to start collecting more data, and the more data we ask for, the more we find, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
and Rochelle's idea of gathering this information and now we're going to tell this story so we can share the information. And so there's so many stories that need to be told, and we're going to do our best to honor some of these people by telling their stories. And there's so many more to tell, so we hope to be doing this again. We hope that this is an ongoing event.
Absolutely. And this February, you are going to be starting with Black entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Right? So that's going to be your focus. So you'll be highlighting some local entrepreneurs in Oceanside.
Past and present.
Yeah.
Past and present, yeah.
Any particular ones that you want to throw out there pretty quickly, or we have to join the event?
You got to come to the show and see. You got to come to the show and see.
Well, we wanted to remember that Charlesetta Man Allen had, an early restaurant, perhaps the first Black-owned restaurant in Oceanside. We can't forget the CMC Furniture men, Oscar Culp, George Mitchell, and Roosevelt Campbell. And of course, we're going to bring it to the present and honor current day Black business owners such as Rochelle. And again, just giving her all the kudos and credit to really, this was her brainchild. She's bringing this to fruition, and if it wasn't for her, thoughts and bringing this to life, this may have never happened.
Yeah. So when is the event? When can people enjoy
So it's February 11th.
Okay.
At 7:30 at the Brooks Theater.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty exciting. Yeah, we have an amazing team. The Brooks team has been really amazing.
Yeah.
Linda Bassetti is our director. She's coming down from Cal Poly to help work on this, and we have some amazing actors. So the actors are really going to help to narrate as well as tell the stories. So it really takes a lot of pressure off of us from having to be on stage, but it also really makes it entertaining.
Brings it to life.
Yeah, it really brings it to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and telling stories is kind of a lost art. There was a time where you would sit with the elders and they would tell stories on the porch, so this is kind of bring that back a little bit.
Amazing. So I want you to share about Bliss Tea and Treats, your amazing project and business in downtown Oceanside.
Yeah, so Bliss Tea and Treats is a full service tea room right there on Mission Avenue, 301 Mission Avenue. And we opened May of 2020 during the pandemic. And it really has been a journey, an amazing journey of just becoming a part of the community, as well as, seeing needs and helping to fill them. So being a part of the chamber and Main Street and other organizations, and really being a part of making Oceanside what we want it to be.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So how can people find out more about Bliss Tea and Treats, the Oceanside Historical Society, and this amazing event that's coming up in February?
So for Bliss Tea and Treats, we're on social media. So we're on Facebook, Bliss Tea and Treats on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Bliss_Tea Treats, and then we also have a website, BlissTeaTreats.com. And you can also call us, 442-500-4796. And then for the event, you can go to the Oceanside Theater Company, and they have information there. We also have information on social media as well that we're starting to promote it. And then obviously there's information also on the Historical Society, so Christy can talk about how you can find information there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's oceansidetheater.org. Tickets are $15, so we encourage people to go online and purchase their ticket. It's really going to be a fabulous and very unique event. I just want to promote Rochelle as the producer of this production, with Linda Bassetti as the director. The Oceanside Historical Society is sponsoring it. We're helping to fund it, but we're looking for sponsors.
Yes.
So if there's businesses and organizations or even individuals that are interested in sponsoring the event and future events, we'd love to hear from you. And the Oceanside Historical website is oceansidehistoricalsociety.org. It's very easy, and we're at 305 North Nevada Street in downtown Oceanside.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both so much for being here today and for all you're doing for Oceanside.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this February edition of Oceanside Spectrum and staying informed about your city of Oceanside and all the amazing offerings. Please get involved and attend. If you or your organization would like to be on the show, please visit koct.org/spectrum to find out details on how your nonprofit can be a part of Spectrum. Stay up to date with all things North County by visiting koct.org. Thanks and take good care.